ever since I started to live with Espeon and the others, a lot of things happened.
Stupid idiot!
I don't know how I should tell Eevee about what happened to her parents, though. And for some reason, I started to feel like I'm slowly becoming myself again. But I don't get it. For these whole months, was I not myself at all?
I healed again? That was fast.
Ugh, I still can't believe I kissed Glaceon. Ugh, who am I kidding? That wasn't my first kiss anyway.
Look at you. You've now sold your life away to others without a second thought. You are just a pawn to their game unless you claim your checkmate. Break out your chains that holds you back. Break them to set you free. Let me make it clear to you. I'll go easy on you first. You've done good for me. You have helped me when I was hurt. You were there for me in ways the others weren't, and I respect that. But let's not pretend you're innocent. Black, you harassed him for so long, and no one ever stopped you. You're smart enough to know that's wrong, but you let your obsession blind you. You still wasted time, wasted resources, wasted chances just to chase after someone who doesn't feel the same. And when it was time to apologize, you couldn't even do it yourself. You had to swap bodies with Sylvia just to say you're sorry. That's just sad. And the worst part, you knew what Sylvia and Lazuli were doing to me. You were the leader of this house, Pearl. You could have stopped it, but you didn't. I get it. You're shy. You struggle to speak up. But I'm your brother, the one who protected you, the one who stood up for you when you needed it. And yet, when I needed you, you just stood there. You're supposed to love both your family and Leafy, right? Then why does it look like you've already picked a side? When you tried to help Leafy at her lowest, you barely gave your brother, which is me, that. Leafy, you're good. You've got a kind heart, and I know you try. But kindness isn't enough if you don't act on it. You knew your sister was hurting me. You tried to stop her, but words mean nothing if you don't follow through. You just stood there and watched, again and again. You are not a bad person, but being a bystander doesn't make you innocent either. Keep that in mind. Chris, you ruined our brother's dream of becoming something he wished when was young. Took that choice from him, and then later kept trying to keep me in Blair. You didn't even learn from it the damage it could do. Even after everything, you still drained him, still pushed both of us around like nothing changed. You knew I was afraid of water. You saw it, and still, you wanted to drag me in. I was terrified. Crystal, let's not forget how many times you jumped on me just to wake me up. You've done this since you were an Eevee, and you never stop. Black, I won't pretend you didn't suffer from Pearl's treatment. You deserve better, but you still turned around and hurt me. You kicked me, you punched me, and for what? Because I lied. Because you were mad. I know I wasn't completely innocent either for this or lying to you. You forgave me already, but then let your anger take over again and prevented you from making it up sooner. Do you even realize how much that pushed me away? I thought you hated me, and the worst part, I expected it. Like I thought I deserved it even though I didn't. You were there. You swapped bodies with Pearl. You heard everything I said that day. You should have understood. And yet, you still treated me like a plaything. Not only made sunshine kiss me. What's wrong with you? That's disgusting. You never respect my privacy. You never listen when I say no. You crushed me over and over. But do you even know what love is? Love isn't forcing yourself onto someone. Love isn't making them uncomfortable. But you see boys as playthings, doing all the things for you. Do you know how many Pokemon dream of real love, only to have it turn out fake? You disappoint me. I have a lot to say. You always hurt me. You apologize, sure, but you never stop. 5 months, lazily. 5 months of broken promises. Sunshine looks up to it from you. Everything all is you. You just let the anger control you until you know it's bad and you don't try anything to improve. Why don't you ever hit anyone else pleasantly? Why is it always me? But you always lie to leave me. Over and over, you said you'd stop, but you didn't. Do you love your sister very much? But for some reason you got into trouble back at the beach house's first night, and she's the first one who got in trouble and caught. It's a good thing you didn't leave her behind though, but it still doesn't excuse the fact you put your own sister through the trouble just to go to the boys' room. You were truly a creep, but if you don't change, you never will be redeemable. The things you do are not okay at all. Maybe instead of trying so hard to get my attention to love you, you should focus on fixing your mistakes. You're strong, you could have used your strength to protect the ones you love, but now you use that potential to hit your love interest. Look, I know you and your sister have been through a lot together. You did an amazing job protecting yourself and our sister for a long time. You didn't deserve all the things that happened to you, but this behavior is unacceptable. If this is what you call family, then maybe you need to reconsider what a family is.